Another little pawn to play with. Are you sure that you're ready to face me? I won't go easy on you. Come on. I'm right behind you. What's the matter? Is it too dark for you? Poor thing, poor thing. Creatures that are not at home in Nightmaria, they have no chance here. This world, birthed from the landscape of what was once my dreams, that had become violent nightmares. We are governed by darkness, chaos, and despair, until we have ventured farther and further away from the light. And in the end, we are beyond the reach of any Valkyrie, any person that could lead us to our salvation. Not that we truly needed salvation. I myself, I sealed my fate long ago. Parting from her was inevitable. She whom you called the Arcana. Once we were connected, tied to each other by the very threads that once connected you and her too. The bonds of teacher and student. Betrayal was inevitable on both sides. She grew bored of what I was, who I would become, even under her cruel, unrelenting tutelage. And I grew tired of her tyranny, her iron fist around my throat. And eventually we could no longer stomach it. A change had to be made, or we would both be destroyed. Unfortunately for me, she struck first. I found myself asleep for days, even weeks, cursed with these terrible dreams. Ones in obscurity that would have scared such a tiny child, until they grew dark and brutal, bathing me in blood and shadow, until I could no longer tell what the colors were, or what was happening, what the sounds around me were. Were they terrible screams or malicious laughter? I could never tell. I could never hope to. All I had at the end of it was merely the uncertainty of what was happening in the waking world. And eventually, once my dream self and my physical self connected, finally I had a way. I allowed creatures, spirits, people to wander into the dreaming world. And then I let them create it from the boundaries outside of this castle. And in the end, it was a utopia for us. The undead, those that were condemned by Valhalla and Earth. We had no homes, we made one here. And we never regretted it. And we never sought approval from the other worlds. We never attempted to conquer them. And when they tried to bring us back to the light, we managed to stave them off. And it was perfect. What of you then? Who might you be exactly? Are you just some little child that she had condemned to this place because she saw what you could be and it finally scared her? Or are you simply a reflection of me? I cannot tell. All I know is we are one and the same no matter how you look at it. If you only accept me, if you accept this place, then you will have the truth. You must. And even if you do intend to go forward, I will warn you, you have no chance of slaying me. However, if perseverance were an art form, you would be a master. Not a Michelangelo, of course, but a Van Gogh at least. Come on, I'm right here. You cannot hide from what you cannot see. I'm coming for you. Got you. That is your first mistake. You allowed me close enough to have a bite. And now I can smell you. Not just hear you and see you. You have nowhere to run. So if I were you, I would just lie down and accept my fate. You cannot win against me. You cannot win against anyone here. Even she who reeks of the blood of those who dared invade our home. The castle warden. She would have sooner made you her feast than her pet. But if you were to be lucky, it would be the other way around. But that is a slim chance I have seldom seen myself. You would be wise to give up now, before you make yourself more misery. Why do you resist? Why resist the darkness? Do you fear it so that you would run, while knowing that light and shadow are the same? Or could it be you haven't a clue? That is completely fine. I can see you. I'm coming closer. Won't you allow me to bite you again? You do realize it's pointless now. You won't be able to leave this place. Come closer. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Got you. That concludes our little game of tag, my dear. Now, hold still. A brief moment of pain, and we will be together forever.